God, I can hear the cynics from here. I can hear them say, "You're only doing this because the initial review did so well." And while I would like to think that is just the voice in my head making me commit self doubt again, I have a feeling it will be said for real anyway. So let's address it. I'm only doing this because I want to talk about a thing I read not covering in the first review, with the context of the new chapters being released between, well, that review and now, and while also talking about the new chapters. And yes, I do plan to do more of these in future when possible for this title and other titles I already covered. I know I'm gonna do it for Face Are Strange when they. I mean, I read the light novel, but I want to see it in the manga before I talk about it. So I'm waiting for the manga to finish. And so if the anime finishes the story before the manga does, I'm gonna be so fucking frustrated. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All you need to take away from this is that this is not just going to be a one-off thing. I'm not doing this for the views. I'm doing this because I genuinely want to talk about this title some more, because I really do love it. And that, in anything, if anything, this is not even a review anymore. Like the first video, that was bordering a review. This is pure fan fucking rant. Okay? This is just me going, alright, I don't want to recommend this. This is just purely for me to talk about it. So, with that explained, let's address a person that I overlooked in my last review, Yuri. In my last review, I did mention her, but I deliberately chose to not really talk about her because I felt like she was one of the elements best experienced. Well, now since we aren't doing the facade overview like the last one, I can fully address Yuri and talk about how she managed to top her Oshi, I think it's Oshi, Miku in the third day of school arc, or as we should address it, the Hug Festival incident. You see, during Miku's initial appearance, I would have like relegated to, well, being a world building tool, sort of like the receptionist from the Seaman Comprehensive Center, which is still a stupid name. It should be Seaman Collection Center. Anyway, pretty much what when I say that, pretty much what I'm meaning is that they show up once in a while just to be the mandatory, I guess, girl of the chapter that appears, because the girls are really the main characters here. Maybe add some flavor and then show up for a chapter in the porn version later. Yuri's role in this case was to show that that there are women who hate men and befuddle So's, well, understanding of the world. Yuri also served to be his bargaining chip with Suzuki until Suzuki revealed that he's on top of his fucking game in knowing everything about Yuri. That, however, has changed with the Day 3 arc, with So torturing Yuri for her bratty behavior. He already was kind of doing that in the initial interaction, but everything in the latest arc is just so good. From casually starting a rumor of them fucking among the Class E girls by simply calling her Yuri-chan, to So having this argument in front of the class with her, climaxing with this hug that proves that So is the natural enemy to all Yuri relationships, and showing why he will not become friends with Suzuki-kun anytime soon. And what's funny is, I wrote like all of this before the chapter that made me want to finish this review immediately. So, oh god, I can't wait to get to that. Oh, but anyway, I actually want to focus on this hug a little bit more before I address his temporary guards, because this sequence in particular was funny and gives me more reason to, well, doubt how I should pass off the porn version as unimportant fan service. I mean, Sato wasn't wrong. 10 minutes or so would reinvigorate women and stimulate the country's GDP. Seeing a measly 7-second hug was able to make Yuri faint and convert her dreams of being Miku's sister to being in an NTR relationship with Miku and So, where Miku is the mother for some reason. Even this sequence of So influencing her dreams just by talking was incredibly fucking funny. Honestly, it made me this This has some real fucking sauce to it now, and it's not being popped up by So's preference of big boobies and Miku's powerful delusions. That aside, I do want to bring up the porn variation of the story because it made me realize that maybe I should look at it more closely at how his relationships with the girls, well, in the hentai, well, look closely at the relationships he has in the hentai for hints of where the main story could go. Because, like, the first Yuri segment of the porn manga kind of predicted this turnaround. Like, Yuri gets convinced to fuck So by him saying his dick fucked Miku and making her understand by the same way. I'm not saying that scenario will exactly happen. I still highly suspect the hentai is non-canon, but considering the hug, maybe it's okay to take notes from it about the true nature of some of the girls, especially Hinata. Okay, that's enough fan service pornography. Let's yeet that shit out here, because I want to talk about Aya and the gang. While in the initial video, I was saddened at the fact that the Class E guards would be replacing our... Well, no, sorry, Class A guards would be replacing our female musketeers, who is Class E. I do think it has led to the most funny part of the manga since the family interview. Like, while I think the Hug Festival incident is an incredibly fun part of the current arc and something I want to talk about more soon, I do want to talk about the guards, or the Class A guards. So let's start with Kaede, who is our Miku substitute for the group. Like, while Miku is capable of keeping a cool head some of the time, Kaede somehow keeps it cooler all the time. She's supposed to be the strategist of the three, despite having, well, a level of brain rot that rivals Miku. I do like that she's supposed to be the master strategist, because her hobby is, well, DCGs, and the only strategies we have seen her use so far is twisting So's promise to benefit our favorite trio and organizing the Hug Festival. I mean, to be fair, they both lead up to this amazing sequence, so maybe she really is a genius. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about her. But I do look forward to seeing where she goes, I guess, later on in this arc. Oh, God. So I want to talk about the leader of the group, since I'm saving the real tasty one for last. I shouldn't describe women like that, should I? I'm saving Hana for last. That's what I meant to say, okay? Aya, well, Aya's a real fresh breath of air. Like, while the original gang are meant to be mirrors of the family, Suzuki's guards feel more original. Like, sure, Kade's kind of stepping on Miku's, and by an extent, Sumi's toes, but Aya feels really refreshing. I like the contrast between her outer and her inner personality. Like, she's capable of projecting such a strong, noble personality, while she's immediately collapsing to So's charms as soon as he introduces himself. I find her oddly cute because of it. It also kind of helps that she's probably the funniest of the lot so far. I mean, rivaling Sakura in the lols department. Like, I like how they commit to the joke of her saying she's a sexual chameleon by having her ask about her, well, so I wrote this wrong. Pretty much, Hana asks about So's preference in women, and as So lists them, Aya is like picturing them in his head, and it honestly just adds to that characterization of the sexual chameleon. Although I do want to diverge real quick though. This chapter really does show that the only difference between this So and this So is really just morals. Anyway, Aya is incredibly cute, and I love her. She's very kudere, to be honest. Although maybe a slightly more incompetent kudere, considering she kinda nearly stumbles here when answering So's question. Although that just makes her more endearing. Because it shows that her kind of coup of her kudere persona is very, very thin. God, I can't wait for more Aya development in further chapters so we can discuss her some more. Okay, let's talk about the real meat of the chapters though, which is Hana. our sister loving Yandere has been my favorite part of the news stuff because she's the catalyst for the current situation. If she didn't ask So to hug all the girls as punishment, we wouldn't have the Yuri correction or whatever's going on with the Class E mob characters here. And but honestly, what I like with the fucking Hana So rivalry is how it's built on misunderstandings. I mean, Hana is completely on the money about So corrupting her sister, and she's so off about everything else. Like she generally thinks that this here is a sign of So being scared of women, but like Bo just got his hand grabbed all of a sudden while being sandwiched between two hotties. Any man would be shaking in their boots in that situation. But because the general morals and common sense of this world is messed up, it makes sense that Hana would make this sort of deduction, despite how wrong she is. Now, So mistaking Hana's punishment as her helping him connect to his classmates is just him being our lovable himbo again. Like, honestly, So's himboness continues to provide W's because of how easy he is about talking about stuff, like really stupid stuff, and allows him to be an excellent foil to the ladies. Also, to complement Hannah's handiwork, she also gave us more world building by giving the author a chance to explain how the school is exactly educating these young ladies to handle being around men. The fact that the training is effectively constantly deluding themselves with these fucking delusions in their head to relieve them of their sexual frustration while also protecting them from the reality of what men are actually like explains way too much, though. Like, think of it like this. The possible point of such a method is thusly protecting them against the reality of actual men who are rude and outright scared of them. So when presented with the ideal man that they probably pictured in their head, of course the framework is going to fail immediately and prove that, well, So's normalcy is truly poison. Actually, going back to So real quick, I like he actually acknowledges the possibility of one of the girls being a succubus, which shows he is probably, well, he probably isn't just shrugging off the warnings of his family or whatever Surimi tried to do with him here. Although his himberness continues to lead him to not fully believe that's the truth. Now, I wrote that whole paragraph before chapter 182 released. See, chapter 182. It was released during my mandatory 3-day break that I take after releasing new videos, just so I have like this ability to have like a mental refresh. And like I was already kind of breaking that rule by writing this script because I typically say no writing, but I was liking where the chapters were going that it made me want to write some more. But I knew I was going to commit to editing it. But then chapter 182 came out. And I am writing this section of the script and finishing this video sooner than planned because holy shit, I was so correct when I said So is truly the natural enemy to all things Yuri. It's making me fucking salivate thinking about what's gonna happen now. I mean, the only reason Suzuki keeps going to school it's because of the fucking Hana Aya Yuri ship. It's been ruined though by the person who wants to just be friends with it. Cooling down. Just cooling down. God, this is harder than I thought. Because I'm so excited about this. This made me like throw out a chunk of my script where I speculated about where they could have the So Hana rivalry develop, where they could take it, and how fun it would be. But nope, we got a threat of a Suzuki So rivalry instead, as Suzuki's premium Yuri ship is fucking ruined, and Hana is seemingly so openly mind-broken, unlike Miku and Kade. Even Aya being shocked by this is amazing. So I can't wait to see what our amazing sexual chameleon will do with her sister being a threat now. Oh, this also possibly may have ruined any goodwill they built with Class E. Oh, oh. It's moments like this is why I fucking love the webcomic medium so much. It's just lets creators just be completely unfiltered with no fucking overhead, no person telling them no they can't do that, and just taking whatever fucking twists and turns they want because why the fuck not? Why not? It's like this sort of huge curveball keeps us, the readers, on our toes as it throws our predictions and expectations completely out of fucking whack. I fucking love this. Ah. Oh, okay. Well, God, I am actually so hyped. Like, I'm actually buying this on the bus on the 4th of December and fully knowing that I will probably have this edited by tomorrow. And I'm also saying that recording as I am sweaty from running home from my bus stop just so I can record this audio. Like, I haven't even showered yet. And I ran in 35-degree weather. I fucking earned this. Oh, it's all because Chapter 182 just has pumped me up so much. Oh God, you can bet your sweet fucking biddy that I will be back again to talk about the remainder of this arc and all other arcs because, well, I fucking love this manga. The author just knows how to deliver exactly everything I would want from a story like this. The stupid fucking funnies, the exciting potential you could take the story in, and then these incredibly fun curveballs that throw you off the whack and keep you wanting more. Fuck, I just want to like jump into editing this thing like right now, so I'm just ending it here. I know it's anticlimactic, but shut up. I'm actually enjoying myself here, and I just really want you to understand why I'm enjoying this so much. So like, just bye.